Hello and welcome to this video in which I'm pretty much going to introduce you, if you haven't seen it already, to DHQv2. Now, as it says here, new things have happened, we have lots of new features, and pretty much the main things are I've switched over my hosts from the old shared host to a new virtual private server, VPS, and I've also switched over some features in the main site, so the whole front end kind of changed, even though that isn't pushed to you too much because the general design and layout is as it was from the recent redesign. And also the forums have completely changed as well. Now, I'm just going to basically cover some of the most basic changes in this video. I can't cover all of them, and obviously if you didn't know about it, this is just to inform you about that as well. So, let's get started, I guess. Homepage, not much difference. Unfortunately, we have an ad here because I added it to my the general layouts that get applied to every page because I wanted that on the tutorials. Just as extra monetizing, obviously, to actually keep the site up and running, since the new VPS actually costs more money than the old shared host did. So unfortunately, that's meant I've had to have it on the main page unless I did some really hackish stuff, which I didn't really want to do, and go against the flow of the program. So, anywho, I'm rambling. Let's get started. So if we go to tutorials, we immediately see this what's hot and what's new thing, and we have the things that have been viewed the most, or clearly that's what what's hot means, and we have what's new, which is obviously what's been published newly. So we can see we have one of the UDK ones that's published newly, and this keyword's very popular C++ tutorial because it ranks quite highly in search engines. So if we just go ahead and then choose a category, these are just general what's hot and what's new. If you go into C++, for example, then we get what's hot and what's new for this category. So for example, we have the this keyword, and we have obviously the video embedded in the page, we have all the syntax highlighted code, and whatever else that goes along with that lesson. Also, something I actually completely forgot that I was going to do, we have the next in previous lesson buttons now. So you can go back, whereas before it was you could just go forward. Sharing bars, I think, has always been there. Oh, go away. And we also have this tutorial was written by, because that allows me to do a rel equals author link, so the picture can show up in the Google search results. But the main thing you've probably noticed is this search feature here. So if we just go ahead and search from here, let's say we were trying to find something. I'm trying to think what we might be trying to find. So perhaps, if we're looking for C++ facts, we're trying to find something out about the Conio header. Okay, that's a bad decision. I don't think I covered that many in my C++ lessons. That's probably why it was a poor choice. If we type in hello, just as a simple example, because I really can't think of anything, then we can see we have some of these tutorials pop up in which I've written hello, and it kind of pops out because I'd imagine I've written hello in quite a few more tutorials than this. Or perhaps not, actually. I can't imagine me writing that. These might be all of them. But essentially, obviously, the search algorithm does all that for you, and we can filter the search then. So if I would go, actually, I only want to see C++ stuff, then we can say, okay, I set that in the basics, and I also set that in arrays, so we can just go ahead and click on arrays. We can say, do a control F for hello, and we can go, oh, okay, here's the way it says hello. I remember writing this tutorial now. So that's essentially the search feature. It's pretty simple. I've also built in a little Easter egg. If you type in a short query, I'm not going to say what it is, then you get a special little page with a little Easter egg on. It's nothing too impressive, so don't get too excited, but it's just a little something I thought I'd build in there. The updates page really hasn't changed too much. I can edit it dynamically now, which obviously doesn't affect you, but it's great for me. And then we have, it's got a new URL, it's /pages/updates. The contact form as well has changed, it's looking a bit nicer. It's a nice HTML5 contact form. I guess credit to NetTuts for there, I just followed the tutorial there and pimped it out a bit. But essentially the main site, very similar, we just have some new features added which integrate nicely with everything else, pretty much. So let's move on to the forum, I guess. So if we just go ahead and go to the forum, we can see, whoa, completely new layout. Now, this is because it switched from PHPBB to v2.0, which is the superior software, which unfortunately does have a price, which adds more to my costs. And also, the forum has a ton of mods installed as well. So, let's have a quick look. No new posts since I've last checked. But I'm not going to log in because there'll be like different admin features all over the place that I don't want you guys to see. But pretty much, we have all of our old posts and stuff here. All of your old accounts are here. However, let me point this out because someone's going to screw it up, I know it. If you already have an account, you're going to need to use the forgotten password feature to change your password because the passwords didn't transfer over for security reasons. So if you reset your password, then it should work fine again. Don't keep trying because it'll just lock you out for like 15 minutes and you get annoyed. So reset your password, that should solve your problems with that. With regards to the mods I've got installed, most of them are by Dragonbyte Tech, so we have like achievements. We have different achievements and trophies now, so if you do different things. We have reputation, which comes built in with v2.0, I believe, but it's an important feature to point out. So if you post and do other things, you'll get a higher reputation for that. And then we also have, there are too many features for me in there. We have currency now, so if you're referring new people to the forum, if you're posting new things, if you're getting thanks and likes, you'll get more coins, which is the currency, what it's called at the moment. I might change the name of that in the future, since I'm not sure coins is a great name, but it's better than credits, which is what it defaults as. But pretty much there are loads and loads of new things. I've tried to add some gamification elements to it, such as the achievements and the currency, and all the reputation stuff helps build in that as well. And a little bit of friendly competition always helps drive it all in as well, because I mean really I just want a nice active community for everyone to be happy and ask their queries away and do whatever else they want to do in a nice happy environment. So I mean, apart from all of that, which was pretty much the bulk of the money I had to spend on all of this, I'd say most of it was spent at the forum. The new hosting thing was a big deal as well. But pretty much, it would be really, really great if you could actually just go onto the forum. If you already have an account, reset your password. If you don't, create a new account. Just go ahead, you can post yourself in introductions, and, we'll be sure to say hi and welcome you, and then have any queries in other sections, or you can just comment on what other people have done, go into gaming, go into music, go into the programming sections. We have game engine, we have a little bit on hacking and SQL injecting. And then we also have a little bit on mathematics. I've been meaning to post some stuff in cryptography and perhaps some bits in general maths, but haven't got the time for it. And all the old posts should be formatted correctly now as well. Up until today, they were all screwed up, but I've spent a big portion of today correcting them. So it'd be real great if you could come check it all out. If you don't want to sign up to the forums, if you could at least have a look around, it means the world to me. It means the world to me. I don't like saying that, but it does mean a lot to me. So if you could check it out, that would be absolutely brilliant. This has just been a brief recap of DHQv2. And by the way, this, I don't like adding by the way things, but just to quickly add, this did actually cost me a lot of money to do as well, because not only did I actually have to put all the effort in to make the Ruby on Rails system, to set up all the VPS, plus all of its security stuff, plus all of this, plus all of that, and then, get all the vBulletins set up. It was an awful lot of work, but also the money was a factor. I had to take out a small loan, and hopefully the ad revenue is going to pay me back for that, which is part of the reason, as well as wanting you to have a great community, that I'm trying to push this forum right now, because I really do need to get that money back so I can pay back the loan. But essentially, it's more for you guys than the ad revenue. It's just I need the ad revenue to keep this online for you guys. But anyway, I didn't mean to add that on. I basically just got carried away, as I usually do. So that's the end of this video. Please check it out, and have a nice day.